It's Thursday, January 12th. I'm Mike Rogers, and this is the FOMO Show. Starting over at Wanted Comics, where we got Darth Vader #1. This is the first appearance of the Black KRRSANTAN. Everybody's chasing after this one. I think Wanted Comics has the cheapest prices on this one. They have the Cassette A 1 in 25 at $39.99. They have the movie variant at $44.95. They have the 1A at $49.95. They have the second print at $30. They have the 1 in 100 Casada at $40 and the 1 in 200 Casada black and white at $80 and the die cut at $25. I think those are some of the best prices you're going to find on these books out there right now. At Sniff Comics, they have a Thor 20, a Simon Bianchi. It's $99.99. Now, that's a lot of money, but that's a lot of money. I don't know what to say. So check that out over at Sniff Comics. Store number 20 is going nuts, but I am hearing some kind of rumors about a female god of hammers, and that's just so unnecessary. Why? Why screw with us like that? Mike Mayhew is doing a Edge of Spider-Verse 2 facsimile that really can't be ignored. It came out today at 9 a.m. Check it out over at Eastside Comics or on his website at mikemayhew.com. The set should be available. I didn't get pricing on that one, but check that out. It's a beautiful book, gorgeous book. It is a facsimile, though. Sanctum Sanctorum has Ghost Spider #1. This is in case you don't want a facsimile. Sanctum Sanctorum has a Ghost Spider #1, the 1 in 25, the variant from 2019, $34.99, just in case you don't want to grab a facsimile. Collector's Cave has the Mary Jane and Black Cat, the KRRHAM. They only got the trade on this one. I went to the KRRHAM website. He doesn't have any of them. So you might want to grab this one if this does appeal to you, because I don't think you're going to find them anywhere else. Sanctum Sanctorum has Thor #20, the Devil Rain variant. So there's a Devil's Rain variant, only $19.99. Check that out over there. And again, back at Collector's Cave, I found that they had a Mecco DC Universe Classic Action Figures 1999. These are from like the 70s. And they got the fabric cloth on them, and they're that classic design, and they're just so damn cool. How would you not want them? And at $19.99 each, you can't lose. Over at Comic Construct today, they have one that I'm a little iffy on. Invincible #133. This is a Mega Box exclusive. Now, I'm looking at anything Invincible limited, any type of limited book from Invincible. I'm like, ooh, I might want to pay attention to that, because we did have that Whatnot book go for near $1,000 for the set. It's probably about a $600, $700 set right now. So I'm always looking at these Invincibles and being like, what's going on here? Now, this one is selling for $20, and I did see on eBay, I'll show you one of the listings, for $40. But then another one I was seeing that it sold for, it's a little all over the place. So not sure about that one. It does seem like a great price at $20, but I'm not sure where it's going. Finally, I want to talk to you about A Tale of Three Mandos. So we have 3 books that 2 did very well, 1 did extremely well, and 1 didn't do well at all. And I think we just need to look a little closer at these books to see, because you can still take advantage of them today. But let's just talk a little bit about why some books sell out, why some books don't. Tales of Three Mandos. I've got Star Wars Insider #110 foil, currently available at $29.95 at most stores. It's not selling out. Okay, that's #1. #2 is the Star Wars Insider C2E2 Virgin Foil cover that is currently available at Morphous Inc. for $39.95, I believe. $39.95. I think it's $40. Might be $49. But this book currently sells for $150 on eBay. This book did very well. Still doing very well. You can still take advantage of this one. The one that did incredibly well that you can't get anymore is the Star Wars Insider #217, the trading card foil magazine. Okay, now they're calling it a foil magazine. I don't know why they're doing that. I think that's really throwing it off. This is the 217, the trading card foil variant. This book did extremely well. This book came out and sold out immediately, and now is like, I think, a $200 book. I'll show you something on eBay that will back up what I'm saying. I want to say almost a $250 book right here. So you got three books right here. You've got the trading card variant that did extremely well. You've got the Star Wars Insider C2E2 that you can still get at Amorphous Sync for, I think, $39.95, and it's selling for $150. And then you got this Star Wars Insider 110 foil, $29.99. That's not moving, so I'm not telling you to get that one, but it's very interesting. The ones that are selling are Star Wars Insider number 217. I have the foil version from C2E2 on order. I'm very curious to see what the size of this book is. Star Wars Insider is a magazine. It's a magazine. It's a magazine. It's a magazine-sized periodical. When people get those things, they're usually like, Now, in one of these, they're actually pointing out, in the one that's not selling, Star Wars Insider number 110, they're saying it's a magazine. I don't know if that's stopping people from buying it, but people aren't buying it. The trading card foil, boom, gone completely. The Star Wars Insider C2E2 still hanging out there, but doing very well on eBay. Very interesting to see what size book the 217 trading card is going to be. If it's a magazine, then okay, then people are still buying the magazines and they're still spending $150 on the magazine size. Kind of like The Last Ronin. People are paying a lot for The Last Ronin. That's a big book. They're always disappointed when they get that book, though. So I'm going to be very curious to see what I get in my C2E2 exclusive. Is it going to be a foil variant, or is it going to be a comic book or a magazine size? I'm expecting a magazine. But it's really hard to tell. You can't just go out there and buy everything with Mando on the cover, everything with the Boba Fett on the cover, expect it to be worth money. Because this Star Wars Insider 110, I'll show you what it's selling for on eBay right now, because I honestly haven't checked, but I'll check right after I make this video to see if it's actually moving at all on the secondary market. It's funny to me that you got these two books that are killing it, like the way you want books to perform, and then one that's not doing it at all with the same thing. This Star Wars Insider 110 foil cover for $29.95 is a very good looking book. So interesting to see. That's all I have for you now. But one thing, we're going to be doing an auction tonight. We got books in. Let me just give you a small inkling of what we got in tonight. This goes into, okay, so I'm just going to show you these. This is the one book. I don't know if I can sell this book. I might have to, I don't know. This book is in too nice a shape. That is Batman this is Detective Comics 357. And I am, at some point in this selling of comic books, I'm going to have to start taking the prime ones and putting them aside into a box and making that the Mike collection. And this might be the first entry because this thing is gorgeous. We got Brave and the Bold number 144. And World's Finest number 185. We do have some condition issues on these books, but we have some really big books in here. This is interesting. We had this book 2 weeks ago, and we got it again. We got it in much nicer condition last time, but it's that game board cover. People love that. Adventure Comics, again, rough shape, 317. Dial H for Hero. This is Journey into Mystery number 161. So we got a lot of DC books, a lot of Marvel monsters. That's Sorcery. I think that's from Red Circle Comics. That's Sorcery number Adventures in Sorcery from Fawcett Comics, Red Circle number 5. Love those books. A couple Haunteds. And then let me just show you a couple more, just to get you ready for the auction, because there are some beauties in here. Okay, actually, let's just do these. And these aren't even the Marvels. There's Fantastic 438 in here. Some real classic Marvels as well, but I mean, this Hawks and Doves. With the older books, DC just has you beat. I'm sorry. You get to a certain age, and DC is the hands down winner. All Marvel couldn't hold it. I mean, Marvel had the characters, but the comic books that DC was putting out during this age, it's comic book gold. What is this here? This is the Texas Rangers in Action, 10 cent. And then Jerry Lewis. I started picking up Jerry Lewis when I was watching. I gotta remember this guy's channel. There's a guy who's up in New York. He's got a store in New York, and he collects up in New York. He goes to all the shows, and he collects Jerry Lewis. And I was seeing the margins on like Jerry Lewis, Tom and Jerry, just these books that you would overlook. The margins were incredible if you can get them at good prices. He was spending $15 to $20 to $25 a piece on them. And then let's just find. Here we go. So and then this is pretty much you're basically seeing them all. If you stayed this long, hopefully you did, because these are just. We get into the Marvels. Not all of them are in great shape, but with some of these books, you just want these in your collection. That's Journey into Suspense, Tales of Suspense, number 91. Fantastic Four, number 79. King Size Special Fantastic Four, number 9. Strange Tales, number 166, 1968. Tales of Suspense, number 81. These will all be available today. Strange Tales, number 160. And then we got some Weird War Tales and a couple other things. That was basically everything. But all these books will be available tonight at the auction. Looking to get started around 9:30, but you know me, it'll probably be 9:45, 10 o'clock. We got this guy too. The second I saw him, I had to order him. It's the enormous premium vinyl. What do they call this? These are the Funko Golds. And they were doing a whole line of these, but I think this was the only giant-sized one. Actually, I think they did a giant-sized one for each one, but this was the only giant-sized one I got. So we'll have to figure out what to do with Biggie as well. I haven't showed that to Kristen yet. We'll have to see if that survives showing it to Kristen. But that's all I have for you now. Definitely come and join us tonight. And thanks for watching. Remember, all the links are below for all the books that we just mentioned, so go and check them out. And I'll talk to you soon, guys. Thanks so much for watching.